probably going to be facing a relegation battle. So far in this season, I'd say they're probably one of the weaker teams in Prem, and any points is going to be fantastic for them to escape from the relegation battle against. I don't actually know who the other bottom team is in Prem. Actually,
Lego.
look, Lego, you're out there. Thank you. So it'll be interesting if they can get a couple of
CPLAY
points.
have some potential, you know. I definitely could see them
definitely,
getting
yeah.
some upsets this season, even in this fixture. But Shadowburn has been doing a great job in the clutch situations. I'd really like to see CPLAY actually just go for it sometimes. You know, we're talking about passion here, but maybe I'm just totally reckless when I play TF2. I think that's actually pretty accurate. But if they threw caution to the wind once or twice, just roll the dice, I think they might be able to catch the Russians off guard here.
Yeah, I think when we watched them versus Ubersexuals back on Sunday, Commander X was saying he was very impressed with their solo Ubers onto Feeling, because Feeling is actually a really, really solid player, and they kind of dropped him quite a few times in the Ubers, and I don't think that's what you want, because he does really well if you can just get a solo Uber onto him, and I think if they can pull off a few of those, it's going to sort of do a lot of damage to the lethal weapon in the lethal weapon players, because his Ubers have been fantastic. Blub a little bit sort of lagging in terms of Ubers, but just a solid demo overall. And Profix playing really well in that game.
I noticed
managed to get the most damage out.
Cuba's still running crit streak here. I know he's running at the end of the last map, but is he going to change it up? Or are they going to run crits the first middle? Because that's something I'd be more than happy to see. Everybody loves a good old crit streak. I hear one team readying up. He's showing it as well. He's healing people here. Is it mind games? You know, he's going to kill himself. Perhaps that is the moment where he changes to Medigun. Yeah. Whew. Wiping the sweat from my massive brow.
They were using crits against Ubersexuals, so they used it for quite a lot, and they got some really good pushes off with the crits against basically a much better roster from Ubersexuals. And I mean, it's a definite strength of their roster that they can use the crits really well. But obviously, you're playing against the Russians. Russians understand crits. We are going to be going live for the second map of the ETF2L Season 20 Week 2 Premiership game between CPLAY and Lethal Weapon. This is Gullywash. I'm Ryushi. With me is Admirable. Take us through this first mid, Admirable.
I am checking out the position here of Death. He's trying to move forward onto the edge at the point and spam those CPLAY players, but they've mostly made it up top. Dobb's going to be the first to die. Shadowburn finding that frag. Monty onto Feeling as well. Both soldiers down right now for CPLAY, and they haven't even managed to make it out through choke as Shadowburn had their exit shut off there. CPLAY going to get totally wiped in the middle. No one even managed to make a run for it. It was a slaughter in there, a massacre. Death went down though, but he's going to be back on the field in a few seconds, and there's not really much CPLAY can do to come out and contest. Look at the bait set up here. Atomic hiding in the lobby, had a scout with him for a second there. Vic was there, but Atomic is standing in the Greg spot, the little ledge there. I'm giving the credit to Greg Bushel for that one. There's going to be some people contesting that on Twitch chat. I see V-Kun was in there earlier, but now he's, the only target he sees is DOB. He's already got a buff. Definitely wasn't a fight he was going to win there, no matter how many rockets he hit. Vic does actually finish off Dob, and he's bullying the combo back here, but I don't know why they're walking away, because they actually have a little edge here. They could try and go for the force. It's still a one-man advantage to them. Lethal Weapon with 3 players down. Why not go and sack someone? But they're going to wait. They're going to sit and play around their sentry. They are shoring up the defenses. Will we see Vic off class? That's my question, Ryushi.
I am 90% sure he will not, because he's respawned and picked up the scout. So
he's still in there.
Oh,
he's
okay.
thinking about it.
Okay,
oh,
no,
he walks
it's
out.
going to be the scout. Okay, I mean, Gullywash, not as good a sort of sightlines as a process last, so I can understand his point of staying on the sniper rifle. Do you think this sentry has been called by the Russians yet? They are going to Uber in so soon on left, actually. They do find it. Now it has been seen. It is going to get sticky down by Death, but they're not finding anyone else. The Uber, counter Uber comes out of CPLAY, and White Glow is actually going to get caught out. Still in on last, does go down. This could be the chance for CPLAY to push out. Death also going to get caught out from underneath. If they can leave someone behind to defend that last point, they can definitely push out. Maybe get some momentum going and push onto middle. There's going to be a couple more players. Both scouts are going to get caught out in the lobby. Monty and Vic going to be going down. And CPLAY, they're just pushing forward. 2 soldiers and a medic up for Lethal Weapon, but the medic's nowhere near the rest of his team. CPLAY can push forward and get some more frags here. Maybe actually Shadowburn's going to get caught out. No, he does eventually get back to his medic and start picking up the heals. But in comes CPLAY. They're rolling into last. They've dropped Blub on the transition, but I don't think it's going to matter as they've got a couple of players already on the point. They're stacking it up, trying to get as much percentage as possible. And I mean, it seems to be working at the moment.
CPLAY are taking a lot of damage here. They're not actually controlling the choke. Like they stand on the point rather than going forward to choke and denying death. And he just spams a few nice pipes there, does damage, and now they forced out the Uber as well. They did lose control of that mid, but they seem to be able to survive this Uber. DOB's actually in on to Whiteglow. He's gonna catch him with the reload on the black box. But Monty finds Kratos, DOB goes down to Atomic, and these lethal weapon players are swarming around. The red CP2 Profix is not, or CP4 Profix is not going to be able to get out of there. But it seems like Blue has got a trap set up, and Chucky's got a dead stick, so he's trying to focus down Atomic with Feeling. Vic is playing Sniper, and he's really close. He's only got 40 health. Feeling is not going to give chase, though. They will let Vic survive. And it actually worked out pretty well for CPLAY in the end. They're in a decent position to push right now. They've got the Uber advantage, the man advantage. They know there's a sniper. They've got the information they need. Shadowburn's coming in up top. He's going to jump out again. Doesn't want to go for that play. And they're probably hoping Vic can connect the headshot. Uh-oh.
This is the Scouts eventually finds the head of Cuba. DOB's going to get a double kill with his black box. Atomic gets a counter kill with the black box, and CPLAY lose 3 and have to back themselves up. There is still a sniper from Vic, so it's going to be a tough push for Lethal Weapon, but there's no CPLAY members visible on mid except from this soldier from Feeling. He doesn't have a medic with him. Now he does. And again, this is what Lethal Weapon needed to be doing. CPLAY needed to be doing to push mid. They've got a couple of players on the midpoint, and the rest were going towards choke, but they look to have backed up. Maybe to do with players who are behind them.
Yeah. Kratos comes in behind death there from his own last and two-shots him whilst Dob was dancing around on the point. They forced out the Uber here, and they've got a lot of cap time, so like Lethal Weapon are walking in here. They're trying to find 3 players. Oh, they got that medic pick, that's key, but Blub is actually holding pretty close here. He can deny them. As long as they don't have Uber, he's just going to be able to spam here. He's got Feeling hiding on the ramp as well. Vic's coming to peek. Vic lands a headshot there. Forces Blub back to choke, but didn't get the kill. Feeling is just lurking in elbow here. He's hoping that sniper comes in. He's being called here by Blub. Feeling comes out, but immediately Vic with the close range headshot. That's ridiculous. That's obscene. Feeling's going to go down. Vic does go down as well, but just even managing to trade there. Surely Feeling should have won that fight.
I heard rumours that the reason Vic's playing so well is because he now plays CSGO. And we all know what happens when pro players play CSGO. They cheat and get banned by Valve. So, I'm not saying anything, Vic, but CSGO player, he's Prem. I mean, it adds up. It begins to add up. Death is going to get a pipe onto Blub, and that means that CPLAY, they're in a bad situation. They've backed out. They do have a 90% Uber advantage over Whiteglow, but if Cuba gets caught out, he has been caught out before. He's on the high ground. Kratos is going to frag Vic with a big headshot, but Vic did manage to get one. I don't know who it was on. I think it was on the soldier, but
he hit Kratos, but Kratos was buffed. So nice heals there from Cuba, focusing the right player. Death has got a trap here, I think, at choke, or he's waiting, he's spamming. It's in the little circuit breaker box there. It's being cleaned up right now by the shotgun of Feeling. They have managed to survive it for now. I think there's no backcap threat on, so it looks like they're just going to respect the Uber advantage of CPLAY here, and especially whenever they don't have a demo up right now. DOB's just poking at choke there. He's antagonizing with that black box. Vic gets headshot by Kratos, and CPLAY are able to just run in here. Whiteglow's trying to buy time. He knows he's going to get his Uber charge. He just waits up top rather than throwing himself into the meat grinder there. He survives. He pops off that charge. He's able to meet up with Atomic. Both the soldiers have good health here, but they're being overwhelmed and outnumbered. They have to try and back off here, but the respawn coming in from Death could be very helpful. So will that air shot coming out there. They do cap CP4 though, so CPLAY will be happy with that. They still have that sniper as well, so it's going to be tricky if Lethal Weapon think they want to get aggressive and push.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Lethal Weapon. What's going wrong for them at the moment, ads? Because like they seem to be stronger, but they just can't stop losing points. What's happening?
Both demo men seem to be dying quite a lot. Like they're not really able to get a lot of damage on. They're both at the bottom of the scoreboard. In fact, but the snipers from both teams have been effective at shutting down pushes. Here comes a potential pick from Kratos. They're trying to peek onto Death there. Death actually ends up on Blub's stickies and gets knocked down to half health, but both teams just trying to jostle for position here around this choke point at Riverside. Shadowburn's not going to mess around. He's going straight in with the Uber, gets the frag onto Kratos, sniper down. He's forced the multi here as well. This is just great pocket play. He's not going to commit to it, though he doesn't feel like he's done enough damage. He's just going to back out and see if he can set it up for his soldier counterpart there. Atomic jumps in, but DOB actually kills off Shadowburn. It was Shadowburn who jumped in again. And it's getting a bit messy right now. It's 4-on-4. Profix is taking a look from the lobby into lower there, but the rest of CPLAY have backed out to the balcony. They're not really committing forward here. It seems like they want to wait for the respawns.
Okay, that was a really good play from Shadowburn. You know, it was a really nice Uber, forced out the multi, they got in, immediately killed the sniper, and then it just, like, Forsaken goes in as well when Shadowburn reinitiates to buy space so Death can start spamming, like, 4 players. If Forsaken doesn't get caught out there, they can get maybe 3 or 4 kills off the back of Death's damage, but it's not going to happen. Feeling has picked up the Spy, so he's going to get, I think, Death is going to get fragged with a headshot. And Feeling, I can't find him once again. I hate spies. There he is. He's going to be invis. Moving in onto the balcony. There is going to be a blue Uber popped off, and he might get caught out here. He's looking for a frag, maybe onto that heavy, if he can get in and buy a little bit of space so CPLAY can start the push. Might actually be able to get the medic in. He's going to uncloak behind White Glove. Misses the first stab. Isn't going to get it. Goes for the pistol. Doesn't. Hits him once. Hits him twice. Isn't going to be able to do anything else. And now it does go down. CPLAY lose 5 in that push. 6 in that push. Monty the only loss on the heavy. That is going to be an easy second point, and maybe if they're damn quick, a mid point as well. No CPLAY members alive. They're just going to play it defensively and look to get the second though. 20 minutes left.
He doesn't play Spy much. Like his timing for the stab after the decloak was all wrong. He was just like bumping uglies with that medic. He was bumping and grinding on him. In fact, trying to wait for that stab to activate, but he whiffed it in the end. He overcommitted. He just blew his wad too early there and absolutely messed it up. His team seemed to get wrecked anyway, but it was all based on that big Spy play. It didn't happen. Here comes the Uber in from Choke as Lethal Weapon find 3 frags just like that, man. Kratos, DOB and Feeling all getting shreked, and Cuba hasn't made it into the lobby. He's gonna get cleaned up. In fact, it's a total wipe there. Disgusting. Absolutely filthy, Ryushi.
Yeah, really nice play. Atomic looking to poke forward into that last point, but there's a couple of soldiers up for CPLAY, and they're not going to try and get aggressive. Not just yet. White Glow's on 45%. They could definitely still go. DOB actually gets picked off. That is not the play he wanted to make. CPLAY now 1 player down with a 60% Uber disadvantage. Lethal Weapon don't even need this Uber. They could just go right now. They're not, but they could. And yeah, they're just sitting back, maybe playing it a bit safer, looking to get that Uber off. As soon as White Glow gets this, I think they're just going to go straight in, trying to buff up as many players. What's the play here, Ads? Do they go in through this Riverside? It looks like where they're going to be going. It's going to be a scout in through underneath, already looking to put pressure onto the point while they take the demo in. Well, Monty's actually going to go down. White Glow also going down, and now there's 2 players from Lethal Weapon stuck out underneath. The Pyro from Profix getting a really easy reflect kill onto Atomic. Shadowburn and Vic, the only ones left alive. Shadowburn's away in top lobby, but Vic, he's hiding underneath the point. I think he's been spotted out by Blub. Yeah, he does go down to a nice rotation from Blub. And CPLAY, they can push forward onto second here.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon sort of making some strange decisions there. Like, it was a good idea, obviously, to send Monty under to try and like draw their attention to the point, but Death goes for the point as well, having done like no damage with his stickies, so those players are obviously just going to jump and like smash his face on the point. The Lethal Weapon team CPLAY have repushed onto second. They're now contesting middle here, but they've lost a player, and Vic is a threat. Vic's getting greedy. He's going to peek again at Big Door, getting chased out, survives in 28 health. And CPLAY leave a scout to cap middle, and they're going to push ahead here and try and find frags in lobby, but they do get Death and Shadowburn, since the combo's been severely weakened here. Monty going down was playing at choke there, trying to catch both the scouts coming in there, but he's leaving his team short-handed right now. They're coming in with that Uber charge. Not only do they have the Uber advantage, but the man advantage. Vic's just hiding in the corner there. They're going to send Dob onto the point. They forced out the Uber here from our defenders, in fact, lethal weapon. And they're sitting here with like a 60% advantage. It's going up and up. They're getting ready for the repush for Ryushi.
Yeah, well, last time we had a 6% advantage, we managed to fail the push, but that was lethal weapon. This round has been a real heartbreaker. We've had both teams making multiple last pushes and all of them failing. It's a 13-minute round so far, Admirable. That's just not something you see very often. CPLAY are now going to make the push from River with the Uber. It's going to get completely denied by the Pyro of Vic, but he does fall pretty damn quickly in the end. Now they're going to put a lot of damage onto Monty's Heavy and Lethal Weapon. They're 4v6. Can they defend this point as long as possible? No, they lose 4 more, and now Death, the only one left alive. He is going to go down before even managing to do anything, and then gets crit piped down by Blub. I called it too soon. No, I thought that round was going to carry on for at least another 6 minutes, but as soon as I brought attention to it, CPLAY managed to make the push.
Yeah, we shamed them into a successful push. Take full credit, man, full credit. Looking at Death here, rolling out from Choke. He's already trying to put the hurt onto Dob, but he just rocket jumps around there. He's faking the drop down play now. He's just waiting for the call from his team here. And look at this, just Dob threatening to go under and drawing like 2 or 3 lethal weapon players back onto Choke. They've been outplayed. They're now Blood was trying to walk forward and control it, but Death jumps in and contests and knocks him onto the ground. Monty gets the cleanup. Monty versus Profix underneath. Profix gonna win that one as well. He claims both those frags. And Shadowburn and Vic are holding around their own Choke here. They've been spotted out. They are going to turn in to Profix there, focus that frag, but wow, they're just throwing bodies at them here. They're doing a decent job of trading though. They do get 2 frags for 2 deaths. They bought time for their combo to respawn, but they're still outnumbered here. And both teams sort of showing respect to each other. CPLAY don't even want to chase them with their Uber charge. Lethal Weapon going to go up top and try and spam them, but not really committing. Atomic, in fact, is now going to go in. Why do they allow that? Atomic goes in, gets the force, and manages to jump out as well. They get the cap. They're going to try and run here with this Uber, but this could be disastrous. CPLAY have thought twice about it, man. They've made the right call here. Then they actually get the horse out. This is working for them. What's going on?
You say it's working for them. The Uber actually comes out onto second. Can they get in? There is going to be a back cap. It's Profix with the back cap. It's going to bring us to 2-0. CPLAY starting off on the right foot for this second map. I didn't even see Profix. Where did he come from?
I think he went River. I'm just gonna make it up. I'll say it with some confidence. Okay. Yeah, man. He came from Riverside.
Professional casters. Just gonna make it up. I'm going to be watching Atomic. He did a really nice bomb onto the medic of Cuba last time. Is going to force Blood back onto the low ground, but doesn't manage to get anything else done and does trade away his life for it. Both roamers now down for each team, and they're just going to be fighting over the point. Shadowburn actually goes down. And I think this is it for Lethal Weapon. They've got to back themselves out. They're all sort of caught out at Choke. If they go down, this could be really dangerous for them as they're trying to stay in. Maybe a little bit too late there. Too long there. Is there anyone behind them? I seem to only see 3 Lethal Weapon players. Okay, Vic did get shut down. That's going to give them a man disadvantage as they push. As CPLAY try and push onto the second. They're already coming in through Choke. They've brought the combo with them. Can they get a lot of damage done onto the blue combo up top? And yeah, the Uber actually gets forced out. White Glow having to pop that really, really early. He's going to look to push forward and try and... They're not even going to get the force out of Cuba. Okay, now Cuba pops off the Uber. I don't think he needed to there, but he does it anyway. And they're not players from Lethal Weapon, so a completely wasted Uber from CPLAY there. There's a soldier behind them. I think he might have just actually rotated and come back in through big doors.
Great momentum from CPLAY here. Like they've taken the last 2 rounds on the trot. They're in control here. They're just losing this engagement around 4 though. But Profix, thinking of juking into the lobby for another back cap, does decide to go back and regroup with his team. It's pretty close in terms of the Uber battle. The Russians might think they have an edge here, but the spawns are coming up, so they might get drawn into a fight. They perhaps shouldn't commit into this without their charge though. DOB's dancing around with the black box, just skip jumping off the walls here. He's made it out, he's regrouping with his team, and the fact that Kratos has decided to go sniper means that CPLAY are going to sit back and try and defend their lead, I guess. Kratos actually sniping from Choke here, hoping he can someone will cross the sight line, and the Russians have already come in from Big Door, and they have just scattered the defenses here of CPLAY. They're trying to regroup, they don't know what to do, they can't chase the frags because there's so many players in behind. Shadowburn is going to get cleaned up there, nice reactions from Blub and Dob to clean him up. Vic commits as well, he's getting launched skywards, and these CPLAY players are just waiting underneath. Atomic is now coming in. He's separated Cuba from Feeling, but Feeling turns around and lands some nice rockets. He's going to be able to keep his medic up. And as things stabilise, it's going to be a little uber advantage here for CPLAY. They're walking forward at Big Door. Feeling again, Big Rocket's going to win that one-on-one with Monty. Both players had heals, but Feeling doing a great job. Finished off White Glow as well. He's going to put that medic head on a spike. They're taking control of middle. This is going to be their fortress. Or is it? Death just respawns, rolls through choke, and crushes them with the stickies there on that tiny choke point. Uh-oh. Things are just turning on a dime here, Ryushi.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon going to pick up 4 quick frags, 5 quick frags as Vic hits, Death hits that final pipe with the fadeaway onto DOB. Blub, what's he doing committing this far into middle? He does not need to be there, but he's actually going to end up in a terrible position because now he can't defend second, and they're going to have to give that up for free. Vic is down. He is on the sniper at the moment, but is he going to change when he respawns? He's not. He's going to stay on it and look to push it. He did a lot of work last map with the last push sniper, so keep the camera on him if he's going to be getting some frags. Obviously, dashner can do what he likes, but I'm going to try and keep the camera on him. Feeling's going to be fragged in lobby. I think that's pretty much the pick that Lethal Weapon need. They have 90%.
Oh,
if they go in now,
Vic onto Cuba as well.
Okay. Wow. This is it. This is it for
If they
Lethal
mess
Weapon.
this up, man. If they mess this up, they should just, you know, fold the team. It's going to happen anyway.
Wow, okay, big call outs from Admirable. That's going to be our first round for Lethal Weapon, and a big momentum switch coming off that mid fight with Death getting a double kill. Triple kill.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Feeling just saw the red mist there in the middle. He just smashed Monty, got the frag on the White Glow, and he was rallying his team forward, but Death absolutely shut them down. We're going to go to the 4th mid here. It is still 2-1 CPLAY. They're in the driving seat, but Atomic is pretending to go up drop down. DOB's doing the same, but neither Roamer actually commits to it. It's going to be Cuba who dies to Death stickies, focusing down that medic. And now CPLAY have nothing to do but just try and go in here and make some good trades. They have gotten the demo man and they've bullied the Russians back. Lethal Weapon forced into the choke there. It's Crits Krieg from White Glow, and he's only got Vic left alive, and they're going to make the play. Look at this. They know there's no medic, so they've got no buffs. This is a great opportunity for Vic to get a couple of frags. He's going to come up with the backstab, crits, scattergun, guns the soldier down, drops onto the demo. Oh, he doesn't get Blood. Blood makes it around the corner. He can't get him. He gets the lunchbox there as well. Kratos is in. Kratos pistols down White Glow. And, oh man, Scout Crits is just so unreliable. And Vic chokes a little bit there. But now he's just going ham. Ball straight into Feeling there. Gets that frag, but CPLAY sitting with a nice advantage here after Kratos got that heroic pistol frag onto White Glow.
Yeah,
big gamble, man.
That was a big gamble, and it did not pay off for Lethal Weapon there. 9 minutes left on the clock. They're 1 round down. I mean, there's still plenty of time for them, but it was a gamble that didn't need to be made. I'm not quite certain why they went with
Should
the
have been
crit scout.
easy, man. Just something weird about crits on a scout. I don't know if it's like, you know, it messes up your view, the crit effect. But
just panic.
People, even the best scouts, the crit scout, it's not effective. It's just, I don't know, man. It's bizarre. Vic's on sniper now, though. He's just he's furious. He's gonna make his own crits. He's gonna headshot Profix there. But oh wow, speaking of crits, White Glow is sticking on the crits. They're trying to change the dynamic of the game here. They know there's only 8 minutes left, and they're gonna stay with crits. They're gonna try and force CPLAY to make some mistakes here. White Glow and Shadowburn hiding up top. Blob is right below them. Cuba's walking forward. They have no idea what's going to happen. Does Shadowburn want to go for this? Are they going to make another crits gamble? Cuba hasn't Ubered. Does pop just in time. The damage totally nullified there. Solid Uber coming out from Cuba. Maybe Shadowburn whiffing those crit rockets, but CPLAY are coming into the lobby, finding the frags. Monty and Atomic both go down, but Dob pays for it with his life. They could just continue to push here, and it seems like that's what they want to do.
For the back cap. I don't think there's going to be enough. Oh, he backs up. I think he could have got the point there because Atomic fucked up his jump. They haven't seen
Profix. Profix is hiding in shadow. I think CPLAY are just going to back out. They're going to bait them. Like, they know the Russians have crits as well. This is a great opportunity. Lethal Weapon are definitely going to push. Monty's on last, and Profix can hear this heavy weapons guy. If he blindsides him and puts those meat shots in, he can kill this heavy, or maybe just go straight for the point. The heavy couldn't actually stand on the point fast enough. If he just caps, he's going to go for the cap. The heavy's too slow, spun up there like a moron. He's going to get punished. Profix with the big plays.
He was so patient. He waited for that for so long, but it pays off in the end. I mean, if Monty had been a little bit quicker, if Monty hadn't been spun up, he gets on the point and is able to block maybe long enough, especially if he can get the meat shots with the shotgun. CPLAY, they're 3-1 up. They're coming into this middle confident. They're coming into this middle strong, and they're looking to get aggressive. They're actually maybe going to get caught out. They had a load of players on the low ground, but it isn't going to be enough for Lethal Weapon to capitulate. On Vic, Shadowburn and Monty's fall very quick in short order. White Glow also getting caught out. Death and Atomic, the only ones left alive. Atomic falls. Death falls. A complete free 6 for nothing for CPLAY. And they've already got this scout of Profix onto second point. No one capping mid though. They appear to have left that to feeling the pocket. I'm pretty sure that's the pocket's role, right?
Yeah, I guess it is in this team. I don't know, it's a race. It's like last one to the car. They're going to leave him there. He has to cap. Vic is playing aggressive sniper in Riverside, but he's not going to hit the hero shot this time, and that's a free pick as they push into last. They can just Uber in here. Oh, Monty with the nice air blast, going to juggle him back, but he's showing his hand here. They know there's a pyro. Profix comes in with the backstab scattergun, gets that frag, but dies to Atomic with a nice fadeaway rocket there, and Lethal Weapon are trying their hardest to hold on. They're finding the frags despite having no heals here, but it seems like Feeling and Kratos are just going to chip away at them. They managed to play smart there, and CPLAY extend their lead 4-1 here, and there are only minutes remaining, 5 minutes 50 seconds.
I think that's enough time. If Lethal Weapon get themselves some lightning quick rounds, they can just blitzkrieg this all the way to last 3 times in a row. They can definitely get themselves 3, maybe 4 rounds if they're super quick. Maybe that's a bit much, but it's going to happen if you believe Lethal Weapon. If you've got the passion, as Marilyn would say, Kratos is going to be the first frag down, but Death and Atomic trade their lives for it. And, I mean, that's not what they want to happen. Cubit is actually going to get picked up from behind by Monty. Vic and Shadowburn now come in, clean up Feeling and DOB. It's only 2 up from Profix and Blub, and Blub is going to surely get caught out. He's on 22 HP, does get caught with a long-range rocket from Shadowburn. Now Profix on left alive, does rush in, does get shut down by Shadowburn. Easy floor rockets.
Kratos respawns and he immediately builds the sentry gun of doom. He's going to probably have a level 3 by the time the Russians are ready to push. But Lethal Weapon, they're trying to get themselves back in the game here. They've taken middle with a wipe, got that medic pick, and now Shadowburn is looking like he wants to go in with a sort of solo Uber play here. Actually, both he and Atomic are coming in, but that sentry gun is perfectly positioned. It is a level 2, in fact. Kratos is going to upgrade, but if he does, it'll be at the wrong time. He knows this, he's not going to hit it. And he's just dancing around here. The sentry is doing work. It's forced Death to focus him, but wow, CPLAY just lose 4 players anyway. And that worked out well for Lethal Weapon. The sentry gun didn't end up doing much at all. I got hyped about it. Unlucky Kratos.
4 minutes, 15 seconds left on this clock. Will Lethal Weapon need 2 rounds? That's plenty of time on a short map like Gullywash. I want to see. I want to see them do that, mostly because it'd be awesome, and also because I want to be Russian. But CPLAY, they've sat themselves on this defensive side. They don't want to put too much. Kratos once again falls first, but Feeling, Shadowburn, and Monty are all going to be frags on this point. Death going down. CPLAY, they've got themselves a man advantage. Can they find anyone else? Yes, Death and Vic also going down. And now White Glow, he's dueling a demo in his own choke. Doesn't manage to kill him.
Cuba with 6 surf lands on the edge of the wooden fence there. Atomic had walk in, he had free reign on that medic. Everyone's back was turned to him, but Cuba pulled out the big surf there. He would have cratered if he hadn't just edged it onto that very thin wooden fence. Great surf. I salute you.
I didn't even notice. I was watching White Glow dueling Blub in his choke. Nobody managed to get the kill, and White Glow does manage to get out alive with an 81% advantage. Sorry, with an 81% Uber. Now CPLAY look to push in through choke. They've got a couple of players on top of that point. Lethal Weapon, they don't want to push. They actually lose Vic over in the lobby. Now both Ubers get popped off onto sort of the mid-ground. Shadowburn gets dropped, and that is the chance. That is the chance that CPLAY need. They push forward, getting aggressive onto the combo. Death on 90 HP. Can he get out alive? White Glow's trying to keep on healing him, and Feeling is actually going to trade away his life for it. So CPLAY, they're looking to push last now with 4 versus 4. There is going to be some respawns from Lethal Weapon. It's going to be the soldiers of Atomic and Shadowburn up. Shadowburn immediately dies again. CPLAY, they've only one scout left. It's going to be Vic left alive. He gets Profix. Can he find anyone else? No. Blood pipes him down, and that brings us to 2-5. And I think that's GG. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Not enough time for Lethal Weapon to win.
Do some TCM calculations here. We know that bike can cap around here in 47 seconds. What's 47 times 3? I don't know. Somebody work out on Twitch. Is it possible? I think
No.
you're right, Ryushi.
I don't think it is quite possible. Vic is going to pick up the play onto Profix. He runs the sniper to mid, gets himself a nice frag, gets another one as he helps his team kill DOB. And actually, the weapon, they get mid. They get 3 frags. They get mid. You know, they can keep pushing forward. Maybe they can get themselves a couple more pride rounds and pad some stats here, but don't think they have enough time to get it. As there's, and unless they can get last within the next 15 seconds, then there's not enough time. But it's going to be tough pushing into the Uber of Cuba as he has 90% white glow only with 65. It's going to be tough for them.
Oh, Shadowburn jumps in, tries to do a little rocket surf onto the point, but the stairs totally kill his momentum. And CPLAY, this is their victory lap right now. DOB is going to jump up and try and find a frag for those logs. Doesn't find a death. Oh, he does in fact. Death and Sticky's there on the corner. And he was able to time that out there, gets the pick onto DOB, and I guess Lethal Weapon are just thinking, sitting here with their head in their hands. Uh-oh, Monty's just gonna barrel straight through main there, but luckily Profix was being vigilant there, the ever watchful Sentinel. He sees Vic as well playing sniper. I mean, he's gonna drop down and try and contest him, but with only 50 seconds left and 3 rounds of difference, it is almost certainly impossible here for Lethal Weapon to emerge victorious. Death is stacking the point though. He's got his force feed stickies down there, and they will get that round. And as you say, you know, just making this look a little bit better for him. They're saving a little bit of faith here, Ryushi.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what I want to say is, I said at the beginning that if they can focus on some really good solo Ubers from Feeling, they can win this round. They can win this game, and they did that. There've been some absolutely huge Ubers from him, and they've just, you know, he's been playing out of his mind compared to the first game.
Shadowburn's roll out there, he hits the rump slide on the connector up to the top of the mid nipple, I don't know what you would call that, the nipple tassel, and manages to get into Bloob's face, finishes him off with the melee. I think he killed himself in fact, but I was impressed at least. But hey, they're not going to win this map. It will end 5-3, and that means that CPLAY get 3 points here, so the fixture result in ETF2L is 3-3. And I think CPLAY would probably be happy with that, right? Punching above their weight here.
Yeah, they are the 8th ranked team, I think, in terms of Premiership. Sort of like all the pundits are saying that they're sort of the lowest team, whereas the Russians are sort of 5th or 6th. So definitely punching above their weight, and definitely a good result for them. Have a look at these logs that you have just linked.
Ooh, Bloob.
Wow. Huge damage coming out of him. 376 damage per minute. That is a nice stat that you
I heard
feel
Demo
proud
got
of.
nerfed.
Really? Could have fooled me, because Death coming in at 365 damage per minute. When you're losing, that's not a bad stat either. Shadowburn 320. That's pretty damn good from both teams. I think they were really evenly matched here.
There were a few crits. I don't know how much those pad the stats these days anyway. I think you only get the damage that you deal to kill the person, if you know what I mean. Looking at the frags, Feeling 30 frags, Profix 22 doing a solid job on cleanup. Yeah, Blub and Feeling, like combo of CPLAY really smashing it on Gullywatch for me. Looking at the sniper stat here, you know, Kratos 4 headshots, but Vic 11 headshots again, beastly. 29 frags, second top frags on the server for Vic. But actually, you got Feeling up there on 30 frags, then you got Vic, Shadowburn and Death all putting in good numbers there for Lethal Weapon. And if you look at the team frags, there's only 3 in it, and it's actually Lethal Weapon in the lead. They had more frags in the game and more damage, but they still lost. And like, if you remember Gentleman John's statistical analysis, the odds of you having more frags and more damage and still losing the game is like very slim. So there's some sort of fundamental error going on here in lethal weapons play that CPLAY were able to exploit. Looking at the deaths as well, Vic had a lot of deaths. He was going down frequently. Perhaps he's like this double-edged sword, making these aggressive sniper plays, but also giving away a lot of picks. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go and do some demo review, Ryushi.
Maybe
They had more Ubers as well. Or they had more charges. 4 more charges for CPLAY. Like, by all rights, CPLAY should have won this. Sorry, Lethal Weapon should have won this. CPLAY had more mids, but I don't know. Bizarre logs. I can't make head or tail of it, man.
Well, that's the way TF2 goes sometimes. Just doesn't make sense who won. But
the back caps, I guess. Profix with the back caps. 2 back caps at least. Yeah, the 2-round difference in it. The stats were close, but it's for Profix with the double back cap. I guess he has to be our man of the match, right?
Yeah, definitely. He did really well on process and fantastic back caps on Gully Wash. That's all you need, really. That was the only difference. Those 2 back caps. If he hasn't got that, that's a 3-3. Well, I don't know, but yeah, you know what I mean.